crazy updates. Quick question, if you chop off the car, what will you get? You will get this. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the Honda Brio and this car comes courtesy of Car Factory to me. So make sure to check them out in the pinned comment. Let's open the engine bay straight away. Chintu Mintu cab design, Honda I VTEC. Of course, it only came with one engine option. And there is where actually I think for pulling in air right there. Yeah, that's interesting. There is insulation of course. And the car is actually very cute looking. Now this is the pre-facelifted model. The facelifted model had more chrome as such, and then you get his almond shaped lights. Everything is halogen of course, and it also gets fog lights. Ground clearance is actually on the lower side in this car, and the tire size happens to be 175/65 I think. I cannot find where it is written at the moment. Yeah, 14 inches. Alloy wheel design is absolutely basic and plain and very bland as such, and you get a manual antenna. Who does such kind of antennas? Well, Honda used to do it earlier. Anyways, from the side you can see the car is Chintu Mintu. The length is actually 3.6 meters, somewhere around that, so really small in that sense. Plenty of cost cutting on this car. First and foremost, this is where the major cost cutting has happened. Only the glass opens, the whole thing does not open, and because of which they have not given washer or wiper here just to cut costs. And the boot is actually very Chintu Mintu. In fact, where is the spare wheel? It's somewhere here. It will be very difficult to remove it as well. Tire size is the same as the others, but you know what? It does not get alloy wheels. Yeah, that's right. And this parcel shelf now dangles all over the place when you try to put some stuff. Now this is actually strong enough, does not break even if you bang it hard. And it says Brio I VTEC. Parking sensors have been installed. Rear camera has been installed as well. And Faisal Khan's fingers of truth are going to be scared of this real exhaust in this car. Design from the rear is kind of flat. Lights actually look nice. Kind of look like aftermarket lights. I really like the lights in this car. In fact, I find this car really very cute. Okay, let's do one thing. There's a chrome which has been installed behind. Okay, there are no door pockets at the rear, and the power window switch is also kind of different. Yeah, window does not go completely down either. So base treatment actually gives it an airy feeling, but so many hard plastics in this car is absolutely obnoxious. Honda was being very cost-cuttingly person. Okay, that's not the right English, but anyways, they wanted to do a lot of cost cutting. So no adjustable headrest in this car. So not a single passenger in this car gets a head. There you can see. Yeah, actually there is a fixed headrest. Center passenger does not get a head. No headrest, no center armrest either. No AC vents, no USB charging socket, none of that. Actually, Honda does not even offer that in their bigger cars. So then there's no surprise that the Brio does not get it. But there is a cup holder here where you can keep a bottle. Legroom and knee room is actually decent enough. Under thigh support is okay, and headroom is lacking completely. Meanwhile, there's a handle to hold on to. You know what? The front seats are so slim now that there is some amount of legroom and knee room, but no door pockets. Why? And yeah, kind of feels a little claustrophobic. The rear, of course, you can see the dashboard design very dated, but you know what? Honda gave it a facelift and gave it an all new dashboard. That's right, which was similar to the Amaze and all. I mean, a much better looking one, because the door pockets at the front are also not that big as such. Power window controls, outside rear view mirror adjustment. Says Brio here. When you're getting inside the car, you remember which car it is, and this is from where actually the boot opens. There's no electromagnetic tailgate opener. There's no dead pedal, I think, or it might be hidden below the carpet, of course. And yeah, you can see the dashboard design is super dated right now. Too many hard plastics. Glove box is decent size, but these AC vents are actually very easy to operate. Hazard light switch, we're going to turn it off. Audio system was obviously very dated, but let's listen to the audio quality. Audio quality is so bad I can't even make you hear it right now. And this is installed later with a camera, which I don't think it works at the moment. No auto dimming mirror, of course. There's a mirror here. Of course, there's no mirror. Oh my god, a driver gets a mirror. Wow, that's so amazing. Anyways, AC controls right there, and there's some storage space, twin cup holders. There's a 12-volt charging socket, no USB socket in this car. There should have been some storage here. Gear lever has this chrome treatment. Steering wheel height adjust, of course, and audio controls on the steering wheel. Well, that's not much. Anyways, let's use the wipers. One nozzle puts 3 sprays. Decent. Okay, light controls right there. Instrument cluster also doesn't look that great, but it doesn't have any information as such. Eco mode indicators there, twin trip meters and an odometer, and also I think tells you what is the real-time fuel efficiency. I mean, overall fuel efficiency 14.4 kilometers per liter. Obviously, because I've been driving this car and my Norian drives it, it's like 4.2 kilometers per liter. Anyways, there is no light in the center here ahead, but there's a light in the center here. I mean, front mein light nahi, piche light hai. Seats are fine at the front. Nothing to talk about because there's nothing as such in the front. It's like so plain and basic. So let's do one thing. Let's just start driving. All right, we are all set to go. Turning off the air conditioning and the hazard light into first gear, and off we go. Yeah, that was decent punch actually. So this is the Honda Brio, which was launched in 2011, got a facelift in 2016, and was Tata bye-bye in 2019. Yeah, they discontinued it in 2019 because obviously it did not sell as well later on. Initially it sold in decent numbers because people were excited, oh my god, Honda hatchback, but then the car just did not live up to its expectations. Easy to drive. You can see the steering is so freaking light. Now this is a very nice city car, trust me on this. Extremely easy to drive, extremely peppy as well. I mean, low end grunt is not the best, but trust me on this, mid-range is really nice. And then the top end is a screamer here. Making quick overtakes can be a bit of a difficulty because the engine doesn't have that outright grunt. But anyways, around the corners you would enjoy driving it because body roll is very well contained. This is a very light car. You know what's the weight of this car? 930 kgs is the weight of the car, and that's the reason we're just going to stop and we're going to launch it and see if VTEC actually kicks in. Yo! Into first gear, revving the motor, hazard light off, 6000 RPM. 6,500 RPM red line. You can see the wheel spin. When Nurain was driving this car, people were like, oh, it's so slow. And then when I took Nurain's friends in this car, they're like, oh my god, this is a sports car. It's all about how much you extract from the motor, and I can extract every inch of those 86 horsepower from this Honda I VTEC motor, which is actually a 1.2 liter unit. It's SOHC, but has good amount of grunt. You know what? We don't really like this engine in any other Honda car, but in the Brio, because of the 930 kgs weight, it feels really nice and peppy. Like I was telling you, low end performance isn't that great. There's that lag. It's not that punchy, it's not that drivable as such, but the mid-range is really strong. And then the top end, it absolutely screams. It pulls super nicely as well. That is the beauty. And then because of the lightweight, braking performance is also nice and strong. We're going to use engine braking, of course, and then we're going to come to a halt here. Sure-footed, huh? This engine is so smooth and silent, you can barely hear anything, and then you can see a lot of people breaking signals here and there. Why, guys? Just wait for a minute or two. It's going to go green any moment. 3, 2, 1. And off we go. But before that, pedestrians coming in the way. Mini Cooper trying to launch more aggressively. No baby, no. Oh god, that was a lady. I shouldn't have said no baby, no. Anyways, when the Honda motor reaches 6000 RPM, it's like, make a shift, and I don't do it, and it tells me, it cuts off the engine and says, no baby, no, 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 no. That's the no, 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 no from the motor. I like the flickability of this car. I really like the handling as well. Grip levels are nice, but the ride is not the best, to be honest. The ride is far from amazing because low speed pay, it feels very uneasy and uncomfortable. But the good thing is that the ride actually becomes better as you try to speed up and increase the pace of this vehicle. Okay, you can see there's good amount of grip from the tires. It doesn't lock up as such. Obviously, it's got ABS, but cars with ABS also tend to lock up. Over expansion joints, it kind of feels a little uneasy, and the suspension of this car is not in the best state, to be honest. So obviously I can feel a lot more inside this cabin of this Honda Brio. So I'm just going to make a downshift to second, and that's the beauty of this car. You know what? It's got an eco mode indicator, so when you drive eco-friendly, it actually improves the mileage as well slightly. So it's going to return somewhere between 12 to 16 kilometers per liter, which is decently frugal. It's very easy to drive, kind of fun as well, especially in the city. But the ride could have been better. Steering feedback could have been better. So it's light at low speeds, but at high speed, it just doesn't weigh up. It doesn't inspire that confidence to really push it hard. Although body roll is very well contained, and all this is thanks to the lightweight. The engine, which produces 86 horsepower and 109 Newton meters of torque, actually feels quite nice in this car just because of the lightweight. In the Jazz, in the WRV, the engine kind of feels sluggish, more so in the WRV because of the weight. Okay, around the corners you can see the roll is such that Nurain wants to get onto the driver's seat. This gearbox is such a joy to use. It's absolutely fun. Very slick shifting. Clutch is also on the lighter side. So when Honda launched this car, it was priced between 4.5 to 6 lakh rupees on road Mumbai. They had, I think, 4 variants. There was an E, there was S, there was V, VX. But you know what? It missed out on a lot of features, and cost cutting was so freaking evident that even though it had the Honda badge, it did not sell as much as it was expected. And then Honda decided, hum second generation wali to layenge nahi. And the excuse was, you know what? People are moving towards bigger cars. So why launch a hatchback? We just launched the Amaze. So they launched the Amaze, did not launch the Brio, the second generation model, of course. Here, downshift. I like the fact that you can adjust the mirrors from inside, electrically adjustable, but the right mirror does not adjust as much as I would have liked. Maybe that's a glitch with this particular car. And the motor is so smooth and refined, becomes so freaking vocal. It's so loud, yeah, when you get above 4,000 RPM now. All the noises in the world come inside. You know why? Not because of the engine. It's purely because of poor insulation. So Honda cut cost there. So cost cutting was like the main agenda with the Brio. They're like, we're going to make a small car at a real attractive price, skimping on features and then reducing quality here and there, a lot of heartbeats here and there. But thankfully it doesn't look as cheap as I'm making it sound right now. Anyways, I really hope Honda brings the second generation of the Brio in India, but they're not going to do that because they axed the Civic, they axed the CR-V, and I'll tell you a very nice feature of this car is, yeah, the horn does not work, which means that making a quick overtake is all about praying to God that the other person does not jump into your lane. This is another type of lane keep assist, because then you keep your car in your lane as much as possible because you don't have the horn to your mercy to help you out. Obviously the horn can be fixed, but that's a feature which every car in India should get so that less people honk. And yeah, no, actually it's very risky because this is the biggest safety feature of this car. Even if this car had got 5-star in NCAP now, just because the lack of a horn, it would have got 0 stars in India, because then horn is a horn is a horn is a horn. So guys, this is my, why do I get into 5th gear? It feels so sluggish because of the poor bottom end. So guys, this is my vlog of the Honda Brio. If you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That's the like button. What are we doing? We need to really downshift here because ringing it out in 2nd gear is the most fun. So you can see now I'm revving the motor and then dump the clutch. It can make a wheel spin, rolling as well. That is the power of the Honda i VTEC motor, which felt the best in the Brio and feels out of place in the Jazz, in the WRV, as well as the Amaze. If you like this vlog, make sure to give the thumbs up. That's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. I know you guys are like, kya kar rahe ho, video mat khatam karo, ek aur launch de do, to hum kar hi lete hain aisa. We're going to stop here. I'm going to get into 1st gear. Yeah, it kind of feels sluggish between 2nd and 1st. Otherwise, Gearbox is so smooth shifting as well. No denying that fact. Hazard lights on, of course. Someday the wheels will come out of the car because of the level of wheel spin which I actually end up doing all the time. And then I am so proud of how easy this car is to drive, because taking a U-turn is so easy. You can actually toll it with one finger, which we are going to try at the moment, and then my fingers need to hit the gym. That's why I'm finding it a bit of a struggle. But come on, Polo, what are you doing, Mom? Somebody actually spat pan on the boot of this poor Polo, which is BS6 compliant. Indicator, and I think we have to wait for a few years before this Polo decides कि अब मैं U-turn ले ही लेती हूँ. Here's a fun fact: the Brio and the Polo were launched in the same year. I think the Polo was launched slightly earlier, but the Polo soldiers on as it is. Honda's gone for the 2nd generation Brio, but they did not launch it in India. Anyways, one finger test passed, and on that bombshell. Yeah, out of fuel. Can you push the car?
Are you for real? No, there's still 1 bar. I drove it on no bar for like maybe an hour.
But तुम्हारी ये आदत होगी बार-बार of not filling fuel in the car.
Excuse me? I actually even posted a story saying ki, how does it feel to be driving on the edge